When I was young, I once buried a treasure chest under a tree in a park. I wanted to find it again, but the neighborhood has changed a lot. The tree is not there anymore. So I'm making a map based on my memories of the neighborhood. I want to draw all the details as accurately as possible. So we'll need perfectly straight lines and sharp angles. Let's see what we have in our geometry box here. We have a pencil, a ruler, and a compass. Let's get to it. How can we use these to draw roads on a map? We can use straight lines to represent the roads. Let's try and draw this kind of a road. It looks like an upside-down T. Such roads or lines which meet each other at right angles are called perpendiculars. So, we need to construct a perpendicular from a point on the line. Let's call this line L and mark a point P on it. To draw a perpendicular from this point P, we need to follow these steps. Step 1. Take the compass and place the compass needle onto point P. Step 2. Draw an arc with the compass such that it meets line L on 2 points. Mark these points as A and B. Step 3. Now, we need to make arcs from A and B such that they both intersect each other. So we need to open the compass a little more than half of the length of AB. But why more than half? Why not less? Because if we keep it less than half of the length, then the arcs will not intersect. So let's keep the radius of the compass a little more than half of the length of AB. Now, place the needle of the compass on A and make an arc. Then, keeping the radius of the compass the same, place the needle of the compass on point B and make an arc that cuts the arc constructed from point A. Step 4. Mark this point where both the arcs meet as Q. And finally, join point P to point Q to get a new line segment, PQ. This line segment, PQ, is perpendicular to the line L. Now, I need to draw another road from this post box that joined a longer road at a perpendicular. How do we construct a perpendicular from a point not on the line? Let's find out. Step 1. Let's mark the point where the post box was as K and the line as L. Step 2. We place the needle of our compass on this point K and draw an arc from it such that it intersects the line L at 2 points. Let's name these points as M and N. Step 3. Place the compass needle on M and draw an arc from it. Then, keeping the compass opened at the same length, place the compass needle at N. Draw another arc such that it meets with the arc drawn from point M. Step 4. Name the point of intersection of these arcs as J. Now, produce a line from this point J to K. This line JK is perpendicular to the line L. Excellent map making. There is one last important feature we have to put on the map: the railway crossing. The interesting thing about the crossing was that the railway track was exactly midway between my house and the school, and it crossed the road at the right angle. What do we call such a line? The perpendicular bisector. It is a line which meets another line segment at a right angle and also divides it into 2 equal halves. So, we need to draw the road and the railway track which will be its perpendicular bisector. Let's see how we can do this. Step 1. Let's draw a line segment and mark my house as point X and school as Y. To draw the perpendicular bisector of XY, we first place the needle of our compass at X and open it to slightly more than the half of the line segment. Step 2. Then we draw a full circle, keeping point X as the center of the circle. Step 3. Keeping the radius of the compass the same as before, we place the compass needle at Y. Now, we draw two arcs that cut the previous circle and name these two new points of intersection as G and H. Step 4. We join G and H. This line segment GH is the perpendicular bisector to the line XY. Ha! Wasn't that fun? Now that we have drawn these three landmarks, I have a better idea of where the treasure might be. I will go ahead and put the finishing touches on my treasure map. Meanwhile, keep practicing making these perpendicular lines and try to draw something cool. And remember, we stay curious.